of like a straight arm here. So I have my arm just beneath your top of your elbow. Yep. And then I got your wrist. So generally how, when we would do this, like when I would start this, so I'd be grabbing like your wrist here, and then I'd be grabbing my own wrist, which seems fine, really. Like it's not bad. I don't get too bad leverage from here, but I'm not at the end of the fulcrum. So the lever that we're working with is from your elbow to your knuckles here. So I can't be below your elbow, right? That's just want to slip out. I don't have any Kimura right there. So I have to get just kind of right there behind your elbow. And then here I have a good purchase on your wrist, but I'm not getting leverage. I don't have as good of leverage. Here on your hand, I'm at the end of the lever, but now there's this other joint that's kind of messing this up. I don't have a bunch of tension on your arm anymore. So what I need to kind of do is find that middle ground between your wrist and your knuckle. So I'm putting my middle finger right there on that knot of your wrist, like in that middle spot, and covering that up. And now what I want to do is not only grab my wrist, but I want to cover my own hand with this one that's underneath your elbow. Okay. So like this would be like my typical grip here on my wrist, but now I'm kind of covering up my own hand.
Yeah, I already feel that
it puts more pressure on your shoulder, for sure. But there's a big difference between here on my wrist and then I'm moving this up to my own hand. It starts to jack it up.
It does. It pulls it.
It does. So from here, I want to be, I can't finish this if like your back's like on the mat, it's going to be hard. So I want your hand behind your back. So for me to get you your back off the mat, all I need to do is just lift my elbow and it starts to pull you up. Now from here, I'm going to, it's kind of like you're revving the motorcycle, and I'm putting your hand behind your back. Okay. Now you're in a pretty weak spot. Yeah. So from here, I'm bringing everything above your shoulder line. I'm stepping over your head. So I'm controlling your shoulder with my hips, and I have your hip down here with my shoulder. So generally, when we've been doing Kimuras, we've been pushing, but we're going to try to do this Kimura with a pull. So I can't pull when my head is close to you. I can't really get too much pull here. So I need to move my head away towards your hips so I can straighten out my spine. And then I can pull with this Kimura. So like I'm moving all the way away here. Like it puts tension. And now just a little bit of a pull. I get stuck.
Do you have a name for that when you do that? Because like half the time now when I grab wrist control, I do that because just like trying to get that hand on them.
Just flung over.
Yep, so like straight over here. Yep.
Right here in the elbow?
Yep, yep.
And I got this grip. You said
you're covered. It's like I have it on the wrist.
Yeah.
So this is, I'm grabbing your wrist here. Covered. I'm grabbing like my own hand. I'm not grabbing here.
Okay.
I'm not grabbing here on my wrist. I'm covering my own hand.
Okay.
Like that? Yes. So try to, so move your your left one to your right wrist to kind of feel the difference.
Yeah, a little tighter.
Okay. Now from here, you want to get my back off the mat, so you put my hand behind my back. Yep. So you're going to lift your left elbow to the ceiling, to point your left elbow up. That takes my back off the mat. Now you're going to roll your hands forward like a motorcycle.
Both of them?
Yep.
Okay.
And then put my hand behind my back.
Like that.
Yep. So that. Yep.
Walk the head.
Yep. Yep. Slide over my shoulder. So So ideally get both of your legs. So slide your, like your baseball sliding. Yep, get over
Oh,
on
like
shoulder.
that?
Yep, yep. Now you can step over. Yep, yep, yep.
Like that?
Yep. You want this everybody? So kind of like a 90. Well, yep, that's fine. Now from here, so you want pressure like on me with this hip, and then yeah, your shoulder down there is blocking that hip. So you move your head towards my hips, kind of straightens you out, and then yeah, you're just lifting that elbow. Elbow, back up from that. Turn, that. Turn, and then work that. Baseball slide.
So where does this one need to go? Oh, yeah, on it. I'm trying to get that through. Okay. I'm trying to see how that would feel.
So like literally here.
Yeah. Like that.
That just match it down.
Yeah. And then this.
So you gotta move your head towards my hips.
Okay. Yeah, that is way more cool. Well, I feel like, I don't know, I guess I just like that one. It just feels better, tighter.
Yeah, so usually, like the first way I was always trying to do this, I'll even change the grip a little bit. Like you're here,
Yeah.
and I'm pushing. I'm more so pushing with my right arm here.
Yeah.
That's not how we're trying to do this. So another key detail here that I didn't mention. I want your elbow aligned with your shoulders, ideally.
So,
It doesn't have to be. Like your elbow can still be bent, but I want it up here when I'm doing my finish. Like even if your arm is out here, I still want it up here. It just puts more. Like if your arm's just down here, there's no pressure on your shoulder. But once it starts to move up here, it starts to put a little bit of pressure.
a little bit, yeah.
So that's one of the things you're looking for. Is get that elbow up to the shoulder line.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I probably struggle with too. Is like you said, because I was just trying to force it sometimes. That's why I want to hit it very often because there's not that many people that get us going and just learn to get used to it.
Right. But if we can get our body in like that mechanically sound position, you got a lot of leverage right there. So yeah, it's definitely not a strength thing for sure. So, got your arm here relatively straight. Get underneath your elbow. Grabbing middle of your wrist. And my hand starts to kind of back it up a little bit. Lift my elbow. So I don't want to like step over here, because then like I can't get your back up off the bat too far. I'm stopping your head.
Oh yeah.
So eventually I'm going to step over for sure.
Yeah.
But initially, I just want to get your back off the mat, just so I can roll this in and put your hand behind your back.
Okay.
Now is when I'm sliding over top of your shoulder line, stepping over your head. Ideally, so I want that elbow up there with your shoulder line. I can move my head away. See, in that pool, I'm using hardly any strength at all. Like
No, that's what I was saying.
really moving your head away in a little pool versus.
No, that's why I just noticed so much. Like when you said move head back to hips, like that's just my body just doing that. It's not that much. So.
I'm trying to put my elbow a little higher, like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay. I can tell like after
I
you
mean, it's
move.
less than the last.
Yeah, after you move the elbow up, like I felt the pressure before, but as soon as you moved it, I was like, it's not going to take much more.
Much for it out.
Yeah, there was a significant difference. See, we're always looking to, so at least for the finish anyway, we're always looking to step over their head. Because if you can, so if you, like if I have kind of all this locked up, because there's a lot of movement. You can come up and stuff. Yeah, like I don't have any pressure. I can't control your head. You have all this movement available.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to, like one of the things, you have to stop that head. So always stepping over the head. Always trying to bring that elbow up in line with your shoulders, with their shoulders. And whenever you can, you're always trying to use your legs instead of your arms. There's other versions where like, you're finishing with your legs instead of the arms. Yeah. And there's also, other stuff where people like, they lock their hands. They start separating them from the legs. So like some of those details really help me. So like the wrist, then covering my own hand, it starts to just like lift that a little bit. It puts tension. Yeah. Like immediately you feel tension going through your arm. That pops in there.
No,
I was too.
because there's a little more in that couple.
Yeah. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to put their hand behind their back.
Yeah.
That's why you're lifting them up. I don't care how strong you are, your hands behind your back, they're not in a very, like,
Shoulders are very loose.
Yeah.
Your leverage is already so far down the bottom. Just you don't have it. Yeah, some of these are all especially in wrestling. Oh shit, that's the worst.
So that's kind of like the goal of the Kimura anyway. You're trying to take their arm from anterior position in front of their body to that posterior position behind their body. Because we're strong, we're really strong here, but we're weak here. So that's even kind of like one way you can frame the defense you're trying to do for that Kimura too. That's not something anyway. So I don't want my arm here. So the opposite of this is my arm. So when people are trying to Kimura me, what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to pull my thumb up to like my chest, up to my stomach. If I get it up into here, that means their arm's probably in a weird position too, and now the Kimura is almost yours. If you can. It's gonna be like if it's here, it's gonna be hard for you to pull it from here to up here. But if you get it before it's behind your back, then you can also fight it. So that's like from the side control, that's probably the most common place I'll see the Kimura from. It's kind of easiest too. It's like mobility. Another common one is you're playing on your side versus like not side control. So like we call this like a dorsal Kimura, how like this is a dorsal fin.
Yeah.
So yes, it's like this. So a lot of times how I'll get to this position is from side control. Like we'll be here. I can't advance or whatever. Something's I can't get what I want.
Yeah.
So I have my underhook here. I pull my my forearm, my elbow like up on your sternum. You can make this really uncomfortable. I'm not gonna smash you right now, but you like drop all your weight with this forearm.
Yeah, I
and
can feel it.
it fucking sucks. It really fucking sucks. So from here, I'm just stepping, kind of like we did, and then we're in this Kimura, this dorsal Kimura position here. So this is where like a bunch of like the hand grips come into play. Like you lock your hands. So I have to work on separating this. So if there's no space right here and I can't get like my knee down in, that can cause problems. So what I have to do is I'm switching my hands here, so when it's on your wrist, it's coming up through. No, sorry. So the one that I can pull your elbow with, I'm keeping that one up here like tight. I'm keeping, kind of pull it up towards my chest. The one that's on your wrist, it's coming down through. So you keep pushing that up. So I'm coming up in here. I'm kind of like leveraging this to make some space for my knee. Now, so like you have this, I'm just kind of driving my knee down in so I can rip this grip apart. And from here, our grips are still the same. So kind of cover your wrist and my hand. Now from here, I'm gonna put your hand behind your back. Then I want my elbow down to the back. From here, it's the same as before. It's behind. Ideally, I want your elbow by the shoulder line. I'm gonna bring my head away. Yeah, so just start with like your underhook. Yeah, so you got like your cross bed. Yeah, it's right there so I can pull it. You just, so kind of grab my tricep. Yep, I'm going to pull your forearm onto my chest. Yeah. And you like lay all your weight on it. Like you put your forearm right on my chest.
Is this right? My forearm?
Okay. Yeah, so you like, it's really like on the chest too, but you're driving all your weight a little bit back. This hand over here for base. Oh, push it out. And then you're gonna slide. I am. You kind of like step.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. But then you're going. Oh, yeah. Now we're in this position. That's it. I'm gonna drop here. Switch. Yep.
This one is
You're just kind of, so this one's pulling me up, and then your right one comes through onto my right and kind of levers my arm. So you can get that moving.
what?
So now get backwards more. And then, so you're kind of like pushing down with your chin, and you're cool over here.
And then, do I stay up here and finish it, or is it most of the time just going to kind of roll until we're in?
So you're kind of going to finish it like you did from the side control. So you're going to put my hand behind my back,
Oh yeah.
drop your elbow to the mat, keeping your still staying, above the shoulder line, nice.
As soon as that's there, any further. Yeah.